I grew up with Flamin Hot Cheetos, and I didn't know there was a regular Cheeto. Like, the first time I ate a regular Cheeto, I was like, oh, I got a bad bag. Something's wrong with my bag.
Burns good or burns bad?
It burns good.
Oh, yeah.
When I first read the story, I cried 4 times, and I was like, how do I not know the story? I'm Mexican-American, like, this guy's a hero from my community. I want to shout this story from the highest mountaintop. But I really had this sense of nobody else could tell this story. And I walked in with that of like, if you don't hire me, it's not going to be right. And I really felt that in my bones. I've never felt that about anything.
Let's talk about Eva.
Let's talk
impressive.
about her.
One thing we learned in just talking with her, she's a very prepared person. What was she like as a director on set?
She was brilliant. I mean, like you said, prepared and specific AF. I mean, she was open to collaboration if you had to know.
That means it's
I was trying to be PG.
we can cuss, right? It's IMDb.
Can we curse?
Yeah.
Of course we can. Sorry.
whoa.
Okay, well, too much. Not too far. Oh, God, my PR is looking over like, she's like, no.
And I always believe that, if you commit to the process, the director's going to show up. And so when she walked in the room, she had a binder with her script, okay? Every page was dog-eared, and she just proceeded to tell me, like, okay, you got a good script, but let me show you how we're going to make this a movie. And I'll never forget, after she left, I called Searchlight and said, okay, we found our director. And I said, it's Eva. And they were like, but Eva hasn't directed a movie. I said, that's irrelevant.
The movie obviously will have an impact on audiences. Someone's going to watch this movie and be inspired, become either a Richard or a Judy, or a Jesse and an Annie, or an Eva or a DeVon.
Don't cry. She's going to cry. Don't do that. You're going to make her cry. Here it comes. Here it comes.
You're annoying. I was really grateful to be here.
Okay, stop it.
Who was the creator or actor growing up who inspired you to become who you are?
Oh my gosh, I didn't have pop culture in my home. Like, we didn't go to the movies. We had 3 channels. Every time I tell this story, it feels like I was raised in 1912, but really, like, I looked up to my mom and I looked up to my family, and they were storytellers. Like, my dad's the best storyteller, and I could listen to him for hours. And I had said this, I was like, somebody should record Dad telling all these stories because it's such a beautiful thing to have as a family. So the best storytellers that I've looked up to have always been my family.
The actor that inspired me, there's 2. It was Bette Midler and Barbra Streisand. I loved their gravitas, their zest, their love for life. I remember I was so young, and I realize it's a big part of my privilege. I wasn't fed this idea that because I'm brown, a little girl from the hood, I couldn't do these things, or that wasn't me up there. And now to have other little girls that look like me, look up and see themselves specifically. And so those are my 2 that really inspired me, and that's really nice of you to say that I could possibly do that to someone else.
They're gonna get makeup on me.
Oh my God, I can't. You don't ever let me just love on him.
How much all right, don't touch me.
Yeah, we played husband and wife, but we're more like brother and sister.